Hey everyone, welcome to Ladboy Coding. Today, we are going to solve problem 138, copy list with random pointer. And we can see this is a really commonly asked interview question. Let's see the question together. So a linked list is given such that each node contains an additional random pointer that can point to any node in the list or nothing. And we need to copy this linked list with random pointer. So yeah, this is the question. This diagram is a little bit messy, but we can still see that the additional pointer point to another node, and we have to restore the structure in our output. So how do we solve this problem? Let's walk through our algorithm. Okay, so let's simplify our problem. If we don't have a random pointer, then things becomes easy, right? We just need to create a dummy node and then traverse the linked list and copy every node and connect them to 4, 3. It's easy. But what if we have a random pointer in the original list? Um, for example, for example, if node 1 also have another pointer that points to node 4, then when we are creating node 1, we don't know where is the node 4, right? It is not created. So this is the problem. How do we solve it? What if node 1 has an additional pointer that point to node 4? When we are creating node 1, the node 4 is not created, right? So we don't know where is the node 4. This is the problem. How do we solve it? It might be not quite intuitive, but let's do another data structure, hashmap. We map each node from the original list to the copied list. The key is just the original node, and the value is the copied node. And then after we are creating this data structure, then things becomes easier. So from node 1, we can find the new node 1. And then from node 1's random pointer, we can find node 4. And since we know the address of the new node, we can connect node 1 with node 4. And we can do the same. And when we are going to node 2, we find a new node 2. And we see that the random pointer of node 2 points to nothing. So we point new node 2's random pointer to nothing. And by doing this, we restore the original data structure. The key thing is that we need to use a hash map to store the address of the copied node. So yeah, this is the algorithm. Let's code it. We need to create a dummy pointer, and let's just set the value to 0. And then current node is head. While current is not none, what do? We create a new node. And then in the hash map, we map the current node to the new node. So we are building this bridge, this bridge, this bridge. And then we also need to build this bridge, right? Because it's a linked list. And then we increment the current pointer. Yes, this is our first step. Now we have no random pointer created. This is just a linked list mapped to the copied list. Then let's traverse the linked list again to set the random pointer. So we get the random pointer of the current node. And if the random pointer is not none, we find the copied random node. And then we just set the random pointer. Otherwise, we set it to none. Then we just need to return the result of next, because the result still points to the dummy node. Now we create this structure. So let's run our code. So we make a few modifications here. This is hashmap, and we also need to increment the current pointer. So let's run our code. Yes, it's correct. And before submit our solution, let's run it again mentally to make sure we really understand it. So first, we need to create a dummy head. We call it dummy. And then in the first iteration, what do we do? First, we create a new node. And we also map the old node to the new node. And then we attach the dummy pointer. Then we move the dummy pointer to the current node. And then we move to next node. And then we do the same thing. We create the node and we attach the node. We connect the copied node, and then it's 4. Then we do 3. We map 3 and we connect 4 to 3. And then we connect it to nothing. So this is our first iteration. And then in the second iteration, we go to the current head again, and we find the copied node here. And we get the random pointer of the head node is 4. If it is not none, then we follow the map and find the copied node 4 is here. And we connect the copied node to its random pointer. And then we do this thing again, we go to 2, we find the copy node of 2, and we know that it is none, so we just set it to none. And then we just need to return the dummy node of the next. So yeah, let's now submit our code. Yes, it is correct. And let's analyze our time-space complexity. So let's analyze our time-space complexity. The time complexity is indeed linear because we traverse the linked list twice. And space complexity is also linear because we use a hash map. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. The code is in the comment below. If my solution helped you, please feel free to subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you.